Dragon Ball fans have officially lost their mind. I told you this fan base is cursed and filled with idiots and dumbasses and dick-sucking fanboys who love their horrible trash anime Dragon Ball Super. And then people in the comments are justifying it, saying, oh, it's the new fans. Damn, the new fans really overpowered the fan base that much? You're telling me a bunch of 6-year-olds, people who are under the age of 12, overpowered the fan base just like that? You gotta be under the age of 12 to enjoy Dragon Ball Super. Let's just be brutally honest. Dragon Ball will never be the same again. Now, Dragon Ball Z fanboys have officially always lost their minds, but now this is a different type of shit. We've heard dumb shit over the years. We've heard fucking Broly is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We've heard motherfuckers say that, you know, goddamn, this whole, like, for example, the backstory shit. We've seen fan animation. We've seen all kinds of weird shit. We've seen shit where I thought that, damn, these niggas have lost their mind. We've seen niggas send people death threats all because their character lost in a fucking video. I was one of those people too at one point. I used to be a sick fucking Dragon Ball Z fanboy. Like, wow. And now we're at a different level where people think Dragon Ball Super is better than the original Dragon Ball where it all started. So you're telling me I'd rather fucking watch Tambourine mix it up with one of the characters than watch fucking Zamasu complain and cry about dinosaurs fighting each other? Why the fuck? This is what pisses me off. These characters that you all love to suck their dicks about, these characters that you guys love to bend over for, you want to know something? They were inspired by a majority of the characters that started it all. Hit, that was fucking TN. That nigga was a fucking mercenary, bruh. Alright? He may not have the time skip. He may not have that bullshit. But let's be honest. We all know who the fuck this nigga is imitating. Frost, that nigga's Frieza. Except less fucking good. Let's be brutally honest, y'all. What else? Oh, the Saiyans? Nigga, we've been having Saiyans since the beginning. And they fucked that shit up. Remember how they used to say, oh, train hard and you get to be a Super Saiyan? Nah, anybody with a tingling in their vagina or their tinglings in their fucking body, they're gonna be able to be a Super Saiyan. That means we can finally get Super Saiyan Raditz and Nappa. Oh, wait, did it work that way? Shut the fuck up. Every time, you know what's funny, right? About Dragon Ball Super fanboys and just Dragon Ball Super fanboys in general? Every time there's a big problem in Dragon Ball Super, they have to go look in Dragon Ball Z or in Dragon Ball. If there's an inconsistency, they use it to justify the inconsistencies, the major inconsistencies in Dragon Ball Super. Or they'll just join everybody hates GT bandwagon. Well, at least it's not bad as GT. GT's better than that dumb shit. I've said this day in and day out. Super Saiyan 4 is the best transformation out of any series in Dragon Ball Z. Out of all the Super Saiyan transformations, from false to fucking whatever the fuck you fanboys think is the final form, Super Saiyan 4 is the best. You wanna know why? Because it's not a recolor. It's different. It's unique. It's not some fucking blue Super Saiyan 1. Gay shit. It gets me fucking tight. And then people out here voting that Dragon Ball Super is better than Dragon Ball. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Y'all, 99% of the fan base didn't watch Dragon Ball. Even the niggas who analyze this shit. They don't watch Dragon Ball. They analyze the episode for their video to get the views. They really didn't watch Dragon Ball like that. 99% of Dragon Ball Z fans did not watch Dragon Ball. And they'll go on the video and be fake and say, oh, I remember when I was a kid, I used to love Dragon Ball. No, you didn't. You watched Dragon Ball Z, and then you went back to Dragon Ball because you felt bad. Because niggas who actually analyze the show know what it is. Does anybody know who Nam is? Does anybody know who the fuck Drum is? Does anybody know the whole fucking, all of King Piccolo's kids, Piano? Anybody know them, Tambourine? Y'all don't know them. They may have known Tambourine because he was the first guy to kill Krillin. So that's another thing. Krillin's pathetic ass. Like, I swear to God, y'all don't know these characters because you never watched it. And then you come on here and lie and pretend you're a real fan. You're not a real fan. Fake fan, nigga. You a fake fan. You ain't real. Why the fuck are you coming out here faking and lying, and then you guys come over here? I'm surprised Dragon Ball Super has that type of popularity. Dragon Ball Super shit. The first 2 fucking sagas was a shitty remake of the movie. They fucked up the animation. Frieza was more pathetic. Then you have Lord Beerus. I don't know what the fuck they did. And then I guess Universe 6 versus Universe 7 was cool, but nobody gave a fuck about anybody except for Hit. Universe 6 was a shit show. And then the only reason why people like Kale and Cauliflower is because they females and they want to fuck them. Because 90% of this fan base is full of simps and weebs who want to have body pillows of Chi-Chi and Bulma and Kale and Cauliflower. Like, seriously. And then people were saying, like, oh, this is a good series. It's shit. It's shit. Who the fuck wants to see Broly with boobs? That's dumb. It's dumb. It don't make no fucking sense at all. This series does not make sense. And then you have niggas who want to take Dragon Ball Z, right, and find any minor inconsistency and use it as justification. Well, it happened in Dragon Ball Z. Nobody said Dragon Ball Z was perfect. Why are y'all using that as the scapegoat? You know that it's better. So that's why you pickpocket whatever you can find, and then you can use it to make it seem like, oh, your anime is good. It's shit. Any real fan from Dragon Ball Z, any real fan with a brain knows Dragon Ball Super ain't shit. It has cool moments, but it can never replicate, duplicate, or recreate what the original was. Z or Ball. You can't. Even Dragon Ball GT got some good moments. Of course, it's not perfect. Dragon Ball GT is not all great, but it's not as bad as people like to make it seem like. They make it seem like GT is the Antichrist. It's the worst thing to ever come out of the series when there's things like Evolution, Bio Broly. What the fuck, nigga? Most of the movies are kind of crap anyways. Like, what the fuck is Bio Broly? Seriously. Like, shit. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all know. Y'all know. And then y'all like to poke fun at filler when filler's actually fucking cool. And some of the filler in Dragon Ball Z and in Dragon Ball is better than Dragon Ball Super. The only cool filler was when Yamcha was a baseball player and he actually got some shine. And that barely happens. None of the Earthlings get any shine. It's the Goku show. Vegeta, he fucking gets shat on. Piccolo, what happened? This nigga was literally one of the strongest characters, and then nigga got sidelined. Just now, he became relevant again. Same thing with Gohan. But here's the thing. That nigga's so weak. Why the fuck now all of a sudden they're comparing Gohan Beast to Ultra Instinct? Where the fuck did all that power come from? The nigga didn't even train. There's nothing makes sense. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, like the originals, you had to work your way up. That's why a lot of the people who grow up watching Dragon Ball Z, they like going to the gym, or they like to, they like to work at what they get. That was the point. Now it's just, if you suck enough dick, maybe you'll be able to reach whatever you want. The show is just fan service. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Like, seriously, you don't know how much control these niggas have over the show. And then they're going to come say, oh, we didn't want it this way. But, nigga, that's what you asked for. Same thing with the video game. Same thing. It's just annoying at this point. And then the niggas at the fucking who create this show and create the games like, okay. And they eat it up like a full course fucking meal. Guys, Krillin is stronger than fucking Beerus now. Oh, that makes sense because Krillin has so much potential. Yeah. What the fuck you talking about? This nigga was beating up Ultimate Gohan and fighting head to head with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. The fuck? And then people say, well, key control. It's always an excuse, my nigga. Let me tell you something. Power scaling is a motherfucker. In Dragon Ball Super is a motherfucker. I'm telling you right now, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball are not perfect. They all got problems. But Dragon Ball Super, the problems was back to back, nigga. Come on, y'all. Pick up on it. If you 12 or under, you like this series. But if you a grown man, you say Dragon Ball Super is the shit, you stupid. There's something wrong with you. Either you didn't watch Z, you just went straight to Super. So I'm not going to fault you for that. But come on now. Everybody knows that it's in this order. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball is right behind Dragon Ball Z. You're a real fan to know this. You're a real fan to know Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is at that level. Of course, Dragon Ball Z had more of an impact because, the views, how Super Saiyan, all this different shit. But Dragon Ball, don't forget where it came from. Don't forget where it came from. Dragon Ball was the foundation. Without the foundation, there'd be no Z, no Super, or GT. None of that shit. None of that shit would happen if Dragon Ball didn't come to be. Let's be honest with y'all. All these characters like Zamasu, Goku Black, Kale, Cauliflower came from something. It's not their own thing. No wonder why they're all copies and fucking inconsistent and shit. No wonder why these characters are gay and stupid. You want to know why? Because we've seen them before. Hit is cool. I like him. But the others, they all fucking suck. Let's be brutally honest. What character from Dragon Ball Super is cool? What? An original. And by themselves. What? None of them. Even Hit included. And I like Hit. What is original? What is different? Look at Dragon Ball GT. Baby. Super 17. Okay. It was weird. I'll admit that. But baby, Legic, fucking Omega Shenron, the Shadow Dragons, that's different. Dragon Ball Super, some fucking weirdo comes out of nowhere and all of a sudden they're on par with the god. What the fuck did that come from? What the fuck does that mean? And then some nigga who didn't train for God knows how long, 25 years, is already stronger than a Super Saiyan Blue. And y'all niggas think this shit lit? This shit garbage, bruh. You fans done lost your motherfucking mind, bro.